everyone, and welcome to Rivexa. We are pretty much delighted and honored to be present here, Mr. Pradeep Narendran from Big D Logistics, and he's the president of the firm. Mr. Pradeep has been working, or probably has been having a good level of connection with Rivexa from the past 1 year or so.
Yes.
And we are very fortunate enough for today for him to land up in Kolkata and be in our corporate office. And we take this time to have a little bit of gossip and a fun time with him. To begin with, if you have to ask you, what kind of if everybody want to know what kind of products or components do you source from the Indian geography, and how does Rivexa kind of help you in this sourcing journey of yours?
So to start with, thank you for having me on this show, and it's a pleasure for me as well to meet with you and give you the inputs that you need. To correct you, I'm not the president of the Big D Associates.
Okay.
I am the vice president. My wife happens to be the president.
That's okay.
So I'm working for my wife. So the products, the components that we source from India today are mostly for fluid equipment for automobiles.
Okay.
That's so many of the components actually we started looking worldwide, not just India. We looked around the world and we landed up with Rivexa, mainly because of looking at the connections, the networks that you have with major companies and major brand names in India, like for instance SAIL, Tata, and so on and so forth. We felt comfortable with that, and when we started talking to your team, your initial team, we were very impressed, and more than just the first impression, they went on to being reliable partners in terms of giving us responsive answers. We weren't even looking for the most accurate answers or exact requirement match. We were looking for someone who would be responsive. And as soon as we saw that there was a team that was responsive and could speak our language, not language in the sense English, but our language in terms of reliability, quality, and so on and so forth, we jumped on and said, okay, this is a good partner to develop relationships.
That's so nice to hear from you, sir. In terms of how you like the communication and the honest value chain that we provide to our customers. Basically, what are the typical kind of procurement lead times or production times that we are looking at, and are you happy with the turnaround time that Rivexa is providing you on your POs and on your sourcing requirements?
So we have, like I said, we have noticed that Rivexa has always been on top of things. They've been able to give us answers immediately. Now, the answers may not be always exactly what we're looking for. Like for instance, I would like to have a product, say, in the next 1 week turnaround.
Right.
But the fact that you are able to come back and tell me that you are not able to give me that, it will take me this much time, and be upfront with me and give me enough, time to think about it and to be able to turn around and do things, is what wows us, right? So we're like, okay, that's workable. So we know that you have a lead time of a month, for example, given that even though the product is ready, if we want to keep the costs effective, we have to ship it through sea, and it takes a month. You tell us upfront, so then we can adjust the supply chain requirements as such.
Right.
So that's a big plus.
Right. And also, sir, one question that came popped up in my heart is like, before Rivexa, you used to probably be also sourcing from Indian shores. And how does, like, say, sourcing from multiple vendors, vis-a-vis sourcing from Rivexa as a platform, and having multiple vendors under the one roof, changed the sourcing scenario for you?
So honestly, we have not been sourcing a whole lot from India,
Okay.
and not even so much from the rest of the world.
Okay.
For the most part, when it comes to metallic components, for instance, even today we make it in-house.
Okay.
But because our needs are expanding and our client base's needs are also expanding, we can have only so much capacity, so we have to look for outsourcing either within the US or outside of the US. And when it comes to manufacturing, there are limitations in the US, so that forces us to look beyond. And then there are cost restraints and so on and so forth. So we started looking. One of the things that we have noticed with other countries is there has been a lack of response. As much as you would be surprised,
Right.
most often I hear people say that, oh, India wouldn't be responsive, the rest of the world would be more responsive. We were surprised that in the manufacturing field, and again being honest, on the IT side, we were let down from some major Indian corporations.
Right.
But on the manufacturing side, I guess we found the right team. So you guys have been bang on right from day one. So we very much appreciate that.
Right. So credit goes to all the people that we've been working with in Rivexa. That's how the whole philosophy is, sir. It's like driving customer satisfaction is our topmost priority as an organization and also as a company rule that we follow. So I'm glad that you've been also been served with that kind of an emotion that you've been coming here and telling this to us.
Your team has actually gone way beyond our expectations in certain cases, and I have to acknowledge that today, absolutely. I will acknowledge that any opportunity I get. And then I'm pretty candid. I tell your team, like, when they mess up, I tell them, hey,
Right.
you messed up, you better fix this. And they always come back and fixed it in so many ways.
Right.
And that happens all the time. The fact that we were able to get me what I want in spite of the realities of life
Right.
is what always makes us feel happy.
Right. Also, sir, one last question. So we have this time and action module on our platform, and which means that you can track the shipment or probably the processing of your order on the platform itself. So how is that benefiting you, and do you want any changes on that?
Can I be 100% honest?
Yeah, you can because it's testing times for us.
So it's a lovely concept. In fact, the moment you guys told me about that, we were all like, my entire team members, like, we were like super excited. We were like, wow, this is exactly what we're looking for. But you guys have fallen short on that. I have to be honest here. The TNA has not been what we expected it to be. I know your team's working on it. That's good news. In fact, Anupam, whom I'm working directly with, he's kind of even put a layout on an Excel spreadsheet and shown me, and that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. But it hasn't shown up on the TNA yet. So I'm waiting for your IT team to be able to get the speed and deliver that. That's the only drawback of anything.
That's the way we interact with our partners and get the feedback, like what exactly they're looking at.
But again, I have to say, in spite of it, your team has been working with me to give me the the status on a day-to-day basis, almost literally day-to-day basis. either by texting me, calling me, keeping me on top of the information I need. So I'm not complaining. But if I had that TNA, then I don't have to pester them as much. I can see it. Right. It's more kind of visibility for me. So I would love to see that happen.
Sure, sir. But sir, I had so many questions, but I guess in this series it will take a longer time, and also sir is visiting Kolkata for the first time, so we'll let him go today and expect that he'll come back again, and we do a lot longer conversation. Looking forward for that as well. And thank you for being here and talking to us and talking about Rivexa and your experience with Rivexa. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.